All right, welcome to the second video in the Firefox Tips and Tricks, the Web Designer series. And in this one, we're going to jump right into editing. In your download folder, if you will look, there is an example template folder. Okay, and this is what it will look like. There's the example template. You were seeing that just a moment ago. And inside that, of course, is the images. And these will be blank images. As you well know, you will get these at a lot of different places, blank templates. And it's very simple to actually use these blank headers and footers. Let's go ahead and open up the header here. You will position your mouse button over it and you will right click, and there will be an edit image. Of course, if you haven't installed the add-on like I showed you, then you will not see this edit image. You need to install it first. So we'll do an edit image, and this, I noticed it's happening today, and I'm glad it did, because from time to time, this free service, you'll get this error. All right, please try later. Well, that's no big deal. All we've got to do is go up here to File and do an Open, and we will navigate to the example template folder and the images and open our header that way. So we'll go to our images folder and we'll go to our header, and you'll see that it opened right up, no problem. So, from time to time you'll get that error message, and it's no big deal. All you need to do is open it up like I just showed you. And we'll start now by adding us some text. There's a lot of different tools here, and I'm not going to cover every one of them because you can experiment with each one of them and learn about it. I'm going to cover the basics here to get you started. So the first thing we're going to do is add a little text. Start out by going over here to the text tool. Actually, they call it a type tool. You'll do that. You'll position your cursor about where you want it, type, and there is your text box. And of course you can choose the fonts that you want to use. Now they don't have every font imaginable by any means, but they do have quite a variety here, and you'll find that for the most part they will fit your needs. I'm going to go with an impact, and let's go with I need to type right. Okay, we'll go with that, and you go ahead and get your size there. We're going to go with, that 56 looks pretty good. And for your color, that's totally up to you what you want to use. I'll show you this. The white, I'm going to do OK. OK. And you can move this around how you see fit by going back up here, choosing this tool, the Move tool. And you'll see that I've left-clicked my mouse, I'm holding it down, and I'm moving it where I want this to be. Get it about centered, close enough there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go over here to this little button. It's called Layer Styles. And here we'll add a little effects to it. Let's do a drop shadow. You'll notice real quick that nothing has appeared here. Click on it, and you'll be able to set your actual settings here. Okay. You'll notice that it just about disappears. So you can set this to where you would like. The distance, of course, you'll see what that does. Let's pull it up like so. And size, I'm going to blur it just a little bit there. And you can do your bevel if you like, the inner, outer, totally up to you if you want to use it, if not. And of course your shadows color. And of course outer glow, you see that. We can set our colors to what we'd like. However, whatever color you like. And you'll notice that that doesn't look that great. But what I'm trying to do here is show you the different tools that you can use. You can fix this by doing your distance. Got to pick up on it. So you see there's a lot of different ways to go there. The inner glow, all your tools are there. Again, totally up to you what you want to use. I know that doesn't look that great, but giving you some ideas of what you can do. Let's go back to bevel here. The outer, there's your distance. Looks a little bit better. There's your size. You can see what size does there. And of course your angle. That is basically, see that it goes to the top, side. That's about the best right there. And of course your shadow, you can tone it down. You know, that's so. Okay, you want to edit your graphic again, or I should say edit your text again. It's very simple to do because over here there is your background and there is your actual text. Go back to the text type tool and click on it and you'll see that it comes back up. You can change your actual wording or your color, whatever you would like to do. So that gets you some text on there, and we can go ahead and add more text also. I like to go back, you know, to the background. You don't have to, but the easiest way to go back to your background and come down, hit your type tool again, put it about where you want it, and so let's go ahead and let's make that a white. And you can change your, and you'll notice that it, all you got to do is go over them. Again, I'm not making this real pretty right now. It's something that you can experiment with in your style. There's your bold. Okay. Again, we'll go up here and we'll put this about where we want it. And go over, do a little drop shadow. So that's your basics on getting some text on that header graphic. Again, I'll say it that we're not going to cover every tool over here. If you will, go through each one of them and toy around with them. It's very simple to do to see what happens. Let's go ahead and let's play around with the brush here. And you'll notice that I clicked brush and the layer must be rasterized. Well, what we need to do is let's go back down to our background, okay? And that way we're working on the background. You'll notice, and that message has disappeared. If you put it over the text, you're going to get the same error. So let's go with few things here we can do. I'll show you that you can add, let's go with a little sparkle there. Chose that. Going to click right here, change the color. All I did was I clicked in it, chose the color that I wanted, and did an OK. And this is not going to show up very good, but gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. Okay, see, that's a real tiny. And the reason I'm doing this real tiny is I want to show you, okay, I don't like that. So what I'll do is I'll go back up here and go undo. and it's gone. Let's go back to our brush. You can choose a different size here. And there's a little star. If you wanted to change that again, undo. If you don't like it, go back and choose it. And you can actually change the diameter of it and make it smaller, okay? So there's your little star. It's just one of the other little things. And there's a lot of different brushes that you can use. You'll see that it says More and Load Set, Create New Brush. I'm not going to go into all those, but I'll show you the More here. We've got a huge amount of little brushes you can use, okay? And click right here and you'll see there's nature, makeup, shapes. You go to shapes and you can see soft dots. See the different ones. Starburst. It's pretty cool. So if you wanted to just take that one for instance. Oh, excuse me, you gotta go add because I haven't added them. And we will go and let's see. Let's choose this one. And you'll see that that's a 60. We probably want to make that smaller. And boom. So there's your little adding shapes and stuff to with your brush. You can do this with all kinds of different ones. Again, More, well, hearts, doodles. So you could go and we'll add. You got to go add, so they'll be up here in them. And if you wanted to, let's just say, for instance, we're going to add this light bulb. Again, this is not pretty by any means, but the point is I'm showing you how to use this to get different effects. Okay, one other little trick. You notice that I'm not going to pull one up here, but I will show you this, how to do it. You'll see sometimes people have the like the red writing or black writing, and it's called a little splash up under, and they want to highlight it with a yellow or whatever the case may be. Well, you can go up here to your pencil tool. Of course, you can choose your sizes. Again, whatever you'd like to do. You can go square, whatever the case may be. It'll work with any of these also, but I've just chose 50 just so you'll see that. And I've gone over here and I've chosen a yellow color. What I'm going to do is, if you did have like a little splash screen, you know, you'll see the yellow, they highlight like one word. So I'm holding down my left button. Again, I keep saying this, but I want you to understand that this is not no production graphic by any means, but we're going and I'm just showing you how to use the different tools here. Again, that's the pencil tool. And I chose a yellow color, and see, gives you a nice little actual yellow for the background there. And again, I'm over here on the background. If I go to text, see, I get that message. And I don't want to rasterize a layer. It makes it non-editable. Spit that out. So I stay on the background when I'm doing any of this type of stuff. Okay, that kind of gives you the idea of how to get information on the header graphic. And it's very simple. It's just like anything else. You save it. It'll actually save it to my computer, or you can share it with the public. Okay, that's totally up to you. The focus of this is for editing from our computer, so I would just save it. I wouldn't overwrite my blank header. I would actually save it to another folder and retain my actual blank header for later use or practice. You would just do an OK and save it. In the next video, what I'll do is I'll go over some of the tools over here, and I will see you in that one.